what's the subject for this class? And we started with the basic Ocho Cortado. What are the two kinds of Ocho Cortado? Maybe there are more, but what are the two kinds we presented in the beginning of class?
Linear and circular.
Yeah. Linear, without Cristina here, so you can see clearly what I'm doing. And the circular one, I try to make it a tight cross behind, although it doesn't have to be super tight, just not super open here. I'm trying to stay in this area. So put my weight on, I continue to pivot, and then it's a little opening and closing. I like to do it all on my left foot, and for the purposes of the class, step 4 and 5, in the regular Ocho Cortado, we're on the left. What's really important, 1, 2, 3, about step 3. Here, we did this way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Hips facing each other, because here you have a loss of power. It's hard to do continued turns to the right. I can show you that during the practice if you like, if you're so inclined. Also, if you're going beyond and we're getting into this reverse Ocho Cortado, what's the next sticking point? There were 3 sticking points. The first one were hips, the second one was what?
Axis. Opening.
Yeah, opening the embrace, making a transition. So if our hips are square here, I have a chance, and leaders, what am I doing to open the axis, to make the transition and get her to pivot? Yeah, the right hand can't hold on. That's one thing. What else is going on?
Taking your embrace.
Yeah. Who said that? Taking your axis. I always make sure if it's a leader or follower or something that's good. Good.
What kind of steps are we taking, ladies, when we're following this movement? Whether we're doing it linear or circular? What's our default steps?
Around.
If it's circular, and what else? Long, yeah. And one more thing.
Equal weight.
Versus falling. We try to reach first. Yeah? So we can give our leaders a chance to be able to distribute our weight equally. Yeah? I'm always trying to reach first and transfer weight slowly, not immediately. Okay.
Just to clarify, I'm not sure if I messed up my number counting. It's step 4 that my hips face her. I think I said 3. It started to face around 3 anyway. 4 is when you really want it to be there.
So when I feel my leader, if he's gonna go through the reverse Ocho Cortado, how do I know here that I have to take my axis? What else?
He releases them.
He releases his right arm. Yeah, so followers, don't hesitate to come off of him because he's getting away from you. Yeah.
There's going to be a leader that proves me wrong and holds on to his partner and keeps a close embrace and still makes you get to this position. I'm sure you can do it. Okay? But try to follow this first, and according to Friday's class material, try your own variation. And then leaders, what foot do I pivot on to resolve this?
And followers, how do I know that I have to cross in front instead of cross behind after that side step?
Because you're turning inside.
Yes, he's drawing me. Yeah, that's why he's pivoting on his right foot. He's removing his left side away from me because he's trying to draw me towards him. So the circle is more like towards instead of out there.
Nice. I remember I started this way. And then by the time I finished, I got it here, right? So what was that test? We almost got,
That.
yeah, we were off by how many degrees? About 90 degrees from my line of dance. So just good to have in the back of your heads. That's where you're going to wind up. And then we did some variations. Anyone remember? Just for the regular Ocho Cortado, what did we play with? Yeah. Not side to side, right in the center. Followers, when you're making your side step, do kaplunk. Yeah, easy.
That's good, that's right.
What about the bellies? You can do this with your bellies like forward and stuck into each other, and sometimes we call that like the belly embrace or whatever, but we like to start with our bellies a little back, so our legs start from where, Sean, apparently, that feeling?
Lower ribs.
Yeah, good. So we have a little more space to make all this close embrace stuff really stick and really work. Later, you can prove me wrong and block the space and still make it work. Yes. Variations of the reverse Ocho Cortado. What's the number one thing we can do if we have our partner in this kind of position? That cross, yeah, for the reverse Ocho Cortado. What else can we do from here?
Going backward in front of us?
You mean like this?
No, backward.
Back?
Yeah.
And then front cross.
Cross in front?
Yes.
Ah.
That's what Michael showed.
That's the mic.
The dark-
It's not called.
No. Michael showed you that side.
The Eric. Yeah, and then, of course, we just walk out in a promenade. Yeah. And the Roberto is what?
Back and forth.
You don't commit to that weight transfer.
You
her
hold
up.
her, you hold her up.
Great, okay, and there were some other ones, so we'll do a little half song demo. I don't know how many of the variations we'll do, but at least you'll get the basics. Ocho Cortado and reverse Ocho Cortado.
Y arrastran los compases compadrones del tango que se encoge, que se estira. Su música doliente pareciera sentir que una amenaza se aproxima. Viviremos los dos el cuarto de hora de la danza nostálgica y maligna. Escuchemos